This is game number 13 between Spassky and Fischer. Alencline defense, modern opening B04. Spassky playing white, Fischer playing black. Spassky's ELO rating is 2660 and Fischer is 2785. E4, knight F3, E5, knight D5, D4, D6, knight F3, G6, bishop C4, knight B6, bishop B3, bishop G7, knight B D2. This knight comes here. Black castles. H3. H3 is to control this square. A5. A5 is a good move. A4. If white plays some other move, black plays A5 and trapping the bishop. D into E5, D into E5, knight A6, white castles, knight C5, queen E2, queen E8, knight E4, knight B into A4, bishop into A4, knight into A4. Knight has got the support of queen. Rook E1, knight B6, knight goes back, bishop D2, A4, bishop G5, H6, driving away the bishop, bishop H4, bishop F5, G4, bishop E6, knight D4, bishop C4, queen D2, queen D7, rook A D1, rook F E8, F4, bishop D5, knight C5, queen C8, queen C3, E6. E6 is a fine move. king h2, knight d7, knight d3, c5. c5 is a excellent move. Knight b5, queen c6, queen c6, otherwise knight comes here, forking queen and rook. c6, knight d6, anyway knight d6 is played, queen into d6 is played because of this fork, queen into d6, e into d6, b into c3, b into c6, then f6, g5, g5, h into g5, f into g5, f5, bishop g3. This bishop has got no scope, that is why bishop e3 is played supporting the pawn. King f7, knight e5, knight e5 check, knight into e5, bishop into e5, b5, rook f1, rook f1 is a good move, and rook h8 is also a good move, bishop f6, bishop f6, a3, rook f4, a2, c4, bishop into c4, d7, c4 is played, c4 is played because of opening this diagonal, d7, bishop d5. So the support of this rook is cut off. King g3, rook a3, check, c3, rook h8, rook h4, e5, rook h7 check, king e6, rook e7 check, king d6, rook into e5, rook into c3 check, king f2, rook c2 check, king e1, king into d7. So this threat is removed. Rook e into d5 check, king c6, rook d6 check, king b7, rook d7 check, king a6, rook 7 d2, rook into d2, king into d2, b4, h4, king b5, h5, c4, rook a1, g into h5, g6, h4, g7, h3, bishop e7, rook g8, bishop f8, h2, king c2, king c6, rook d1, b3 check, king c3, h1 equal to queen, rook into h1, king d5, king d5, king b2, f4, rook d1 check, king e4, rook c1, king d3, rook d1 check. This is a bad move. King e2, rook c1, f3, bishop c5, rook into g7, rook into c4, rook d7, rook d7 is a fine move. rook e4 check, king f1, bishop d4, f2, white resigns. There are several analyses. Here I am showing only one. In all the analysis, black is winning. That is why white resigned. Let us see one analysis only. Bishop f6, king g2, rook e2, winning the pawn. Rook d1, king into b3, a1 equal to queen, bishop into queen, rook into bishop, king b2, rook d1, rook c2, king f3, rook c3 check, king e2, rook c2 check, rook d2 and wins. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. If you like this video, please subscribe, share. Thanks for watching.